So you want to know what are the pros and the cons about living here in Queen Creek, Arizona. So in this video today, we are going to cover exactly that. We're going to cover the good, the bad, the ugly, the amazing, all about Queen Creek, Arizona. Queen Creek has absolutely blown up the last 2 years, and it's no surprise why with the affordability and just how quiet it is down here in Queen Creek. So in this video, we are going to cover the good, the bad, and the ugly, and we're going to start right now. So the number one of the best parts about Queen Creek is that it is an area that is growing like absolutely crazy. So Eric, why is that? Why is that so good? Well, because it's very affordable, right? That's one of the main things. You can get a house here for right now in the high threes, low fours, and that's a brand new spanking house. You don't have to worry about a new roof, a new AC unit. That's a brand new house. One of the other really nice things is that, there's a lot of, if you're a younger person, Queen Creek is absolutely, it's a very, very young, affordable area for tons of families. The schools are growing like crazy. I'll get to that in a second. But, you are moving into a brand new area, so there's just growth everywhere. So you can get ahead of the curve. Imagine buying in, Gilbert and Chandler, 10 to 15 years ago. You can get an absolute steal on a house right now, and that is one of the biggest reasons why I'm down here. Now, a direct con about everything, that's brand new, since everything is newer, you have to go so far out, and that is going to be one of the huge major cons is location. When we were looking, so we lived in like the southeast part of Gilbert, and even to Queen Creek, it was another 10 to 15 minutes from here. So if you need to get to the airport, if you need to get downtown, if you need to get to Scottsdale, I would not recommend living in Queen Creek because it is going to be at least, at a bare minimum, at least 45 to 50 minutes in the car every single day. Not only that, you're going to be hitting traffic. It's an absolute nightmare trying to get in and out of this place. So the location of Queen Creek, I was looking around, and some people are saying it's a plus. It's a plus if you like having a really quiet area, I guess. But if you need to get to other areas of town, Queen Creek is not going to be for you. It is so far down here. And we'll talk about one of the other cons here in the sec that goes directly with that. But the location, in my eyes, and one reason why I probably will never live down here in Queen Creek is that it is just way too far and it is very hard to get to. Now, with the second pro, we talked a little bit about it at the beginning, but one of the best things is that literally everything is brand new. You have, brand new houses, you have brand new, roads, you have literally everything is brand new. Even the schools are starting to build like crazy. They literally can't keep up with the growth. So Queen Creek, it kind of outgrew itself. It's growing at about 7 to 8% a year. It's literally one of the fastest growing cities in the entire U.S., not just Arizona, not just, the East Valley, in literally the entire Arizona area. So it's growing like absolute crazy, but everything is brand new. You have they just built this brand new Costco, and my gosh, it is so nice. That's where we used to go. It's about 15 minutes from our house. But man, you pull up, there's 8 tanks or 8 gas pumps on each side. So it's really, really nice. The grocery stores are all new. The Queen Creek Marketplace, parts of that are brand new as well. So it's a very, very exciting time to be here. And it's just so nice that when you go to the strip malls, everything's brand new, everything's really nice. It's a really, really nice area. The suburbs, this is the suburbs to the T, and they do everything very nice because everything is brand new. Now, we talked about a little bit for one of the cons is the location. It wouldn't be that bad, but this is another major reason is there's no highways getting in and out of it. That is our second con. Like I said, they outgrew themselves. Arizona is usually very, very forward planning, in Phoenix in general. But in this case, they outgrew themselves. There's only kind of 2 ways in. You got Hunt Highway on the south, and then you have Ellsworth north and south. But even to the nearest highway, you have, it's at least 10 to 15 minutes. So imagine driving to downtown Phoenix, you got 40 minutes, a minimum there, with no traffic, and then you have to drive another 15 on just stoplight roads. So hopefully, it's something in the future that they address, but for right now, there's no major highways getting in and out of this place, and that is a huge con about living here. I think it'll really harness the growth actually, because if you have highways and it's not easy getting in and out of, how are you going to convince people to keep living down here, as the prices start to creep up? So definitely a major con. There's no highways getting in and out of the Queen Creek area. Now guys, before we get to our third pro, if you like this video, guys, make sure you click the like button and comment down below. I want to know your thoughts about the list so far, and also where are you moving from if you're thinking about moving down here to Queen Creek. And we get calls and texts from people just like you every single day, and we absolutely love hearing from you. and learning how we can best help you with your move here to the area. So pause the video. Our contact information is down below. Hit us up, guys. We will love, and we are so happy to help you move into the beautiful and sunny Phoenix, Arizona. So the third pro, it is funny, I kind of mesh all these together, but we'll talk about this one specifically, is that the third pro is that it is very affordable, right? We talked earlier about just how far your dollar goes. Man, you can get a starter home in the mid to high 3s, low 4s, that you're not going to find that anywhere else in the Phoenix Valley. I mean, obviously if you keep going further south and southeast into Santan and down in the Florence area, so your house can go a long ways. I had a client, they were looking, their budget was high 6s. Man, the house that they were looking for was absolutely gorgeous. 3,000 square feet on the golf course with a pool. So your dollar really, really goes a long ways. And it's no surprise, it's probably because of the first two cons that we talked about earlier. But if you want your dollar to stretch really, really far, Queen Creek is going to be an amazing spot for you because of how affordable it is to get in. One thing to note about the affordability, the taxes are they're really low for now. But again, in the future with how much growth and everything, we're expecting that to continue to rise. As well as every neighborhood down here, not every, the neighborhood over here, they don't have one. But almost every single new build, they're going to have an HOA. So just something to keep in mind. And not everyone is like a master plan community, such as like Seville that, we filmed in another channel. So, or another video, there we go. So for right now, everything is affordable. That is one of the huge parts about Queen Creek. So to combat on our third con, if there's no highways, how do you get in and out? So you have Hunt Highway and then you have Ellsworth. Ellsworth, it can be an absolute nightmare. I'm telling you guys to get in and out of. There's stoplights, there's a couple of schools along the way. So traffic can get really, really bad getting in and out of. And again, for right now, like you can take Ironwood on the east side if you live on the eastern side of Queen Creek. But for right now, I'm telling you, just getting in and out of on that stoplight road on Ellsworth, it can be really, really crazy. And especially if you live like on the if you live on like the northern part of Queen Creek, it's not as bad. But if you live on the southeast part, I'm telling you guys, it is it's funny that I have this 3 times because that is how important it is. It is really, really tough getting in and out of this place. But if you live down here and you work down here, it's amazing because you never have to leave. It's super quiet, super safe. But if you have to get in and out of, the traffic on Hunt Highway and the traffic on Ellsworth is absolutely terrible. So that is something to keep in mind before moving down here. We also talked about this one earlier, but the fourth pro is that the school system down here is really, really good and it's only getting better. Just with how many houses, are getting built in and the property taxes go towards, some of the schools. The schools are starting to get really, really, really good. The athletes down here are actually really, really good too. So if you have a really good athlete for a kid that's moving down here, rest assured the athletes down here are really good. One of my friends, he taught at Castile High School, one of the major ones here in Queen Creek. They're planning to build, 1 or 2 new schools, but he was very impressed with the school, the kids, everything. So he had a really, really positive experience about the schools down here. So the schools are very good. And, with that, the crime is also very good because nobody lives here. Not as many people live here for now. So the schools are really good and the crime has really, really good ratings. And again, all that is according to niche.com. Now, one of the direct, moving forward, one of the direct cons about everything being so brand new is that there's not a lot of commercial activity. Yes, you got the Queen Creek Marketplace. Go check out actually our map video. We go kind of deep dive to, where to live in Queen Creek and neighborhoods. But for the most part, there's not a ton of commercial activity. So there, you have, your Target, your Walmart, you got stuff like that at that Queen Creek Marketplace. You got Costco around there. But honestly, that's about it. Like if you need to go to like a shopping mall, you're driving at least 15 minutes up to Santan Mall or Santan Village out in the Gilbert area. So if you need, if you want to be around constant shopping, Queen Creek is definitely not going to be the place for you for now. They have huge plans for, continuing to develop this city as it continues to grow. So down the road, they might have that. But as of now, at the time of this recording, there's very, very limited commercial activity here in Queen Creek. Now, one of the major pros is, just how close you are to mountain views. As you can see, I'm just down here in the Santan Mountains. This is just on the south side of Queen Creek. So no matter where you're at, this is only about 10 to 15 minutes. And you actually had to pay for this trailhead, which I didn't like that, so I just pulled around. So something to keep in mind. But it is really nice that you have this. Other areas of the valley, if you're living in like Chandler or parts of Gilbert, you got to drive 30 minutes to get to any mountain areas. That is one of the best parts about Queen Creek. Is if you're an outdoor enthusiast, there we go. And if you love to hike and you love to mountain bike, this is going to be an amazing spot for you because you got all these little mountains everywhere. Even like the bigger one down there, a little bit further west. There we go. So you have that aspect, right here in your backyard in Queen Creek. So definitely one of the major pluses is if you love outdoor activity, hiking, just even walking or mountain biking, this is going to be an amazing spot for you. All right, guys, before we get to our last con, again, make sure if you like this video, make sure you click the like button and comment down below. I want to know your thoughts about the pros and cons so far, as well as where are you moving from if you are thinking about moving here to the Phoenix Valley or Queen Creek in general. So I'm gonna go little 2 for 1 down here with the last con. So with everything being brand new, there's not a lot of character on any of the houses. Every single neighborhood, especially newer neighborhood, they look the exact same. And to kind of further off of that, with how new everything is, there's really not a lot of golf courses. There's Las Colinas, and honestly, that's about it. So if you're a golfer, you got to go, back into Gilbert or down into Santan Valley. So, again, with talking with the character of buildings, if you want to live in an area where every house looks different, every neighborhood looks, a little different, you have tall established trees, right? Queen Creek is not going to be the place for you because everything looks the exact same. Now again, the neighborhoods are really nice, so that's definitely a plus, but everything looks the exact same. And again, to kind of further on top of that with the golf courses, it's just disappointing because again, they just kind of outgrew themselves. So if you're living down in the southern part of Queen Creek, unless you're playing Las Colinas, you're gonna drive 15, 20, 25 minutes every time you wanna go play. So there's something to keep in mind. Queen Creek is an amazing spot, and that definitely has something to be said that 3 of the cons basically have to do with traffic and getting in and out of it. So it's definitely an amazing spot to live. And guys, we're here every single day, so make sure you guys reach out to us. We want to make sure that you move into the right areas of Queen Creek for your lifestyle. So again, pause the video. Our contact information is down below, and comment down below. I want to know your thoughts about what you thought of this video, as well as moving to Queen Creek. So thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned. Check out the other videos on our channel, and stay tuned.